The seasons, they are a-changin'. Oh, it is another moving day. This time, though, it's cold out. 35 degrees in Florida. It's cold. Welcome, everybody, to a brisk, I think it's 34 degrees today. It is cold. Snot is running down my face. I can barely talk. Throat is messed up. It goes from 90 degrees to 34 degrees in a blink of a, or in a snap of a finger. I was going to say a blink of an eye, but a snap of the finger. Do you winterize in the state of Florida? We don't, because, well, we're full-time. And this doesn't happen all the time. These temperatures. The one thing I need to do is check the temperature or the air pressure on these tires. We're gonna head over to Starbucks real fast and get some coffee. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to check those. I already aired up the tires in the car because they lost a lot of pressure in this cold weather. It's supposed to be at 42. They were at like 36 this morning. I'm assuming these tires are probably the same, and it's not a bad idea in cold temperatures to top them up to where they're supposed to be. And I think that's a smart idea. The issue is our air pump is a cigarette lighter, and there is no cigarette lighter plugs anywhere in this trailer. It's that could be a hassle. We may have to hit a gas station. That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna suck going from a place where we can stay for 21 days to a place we can only stay for 14 days at a time, but that's just the life we're living. And eventually, because the high season's coming, it is going to be 14 days at all the campgrounds. And they are definitely starting to fill up fast with annuals. I hate that. I hate the annuals. Sometimes because it's cold out, you might forget stuff, so it's always good to do the walk around. One last time, the chains are on, pin is in, gas is off. Okay. Door is shut, awning's up. Check all these doors. Everything looks good here. We were actually thinking about going to the car wash and washing this thing today, but it's just too doggone cold. It is too cold, Pooper. Yeah, I got the dog with me. It is it's a struggle in the wintertime nowadays with all these campgrounds letting people stay for like 6 months at a time. You know, not everybody's treated equal. I spent like $8,000 or $6,000 on my lifetime membership. Steph spent like $10,000 or something on her membership because they told us no one's allowed to stay full-time. No one could live here. No one could live at any of the campgrounds. No one could do any of this stuff. But there's people who have been here for 5 years. They don't move. They just stay. So they lied. And it's and then now they're just getting, like down here in the section we like to stay at, it's getting more and more. So they took a lot of the normal campsites and switched them to where people could pay for like 6 months. And it's just taking up all the spaces where normal people should be able to pop in for 14 days or 21 days and leave and make room for other people. But 1,000 Trails is messing that up hardcore. So we just have to move a lot more than we normally would. But it is what it is. We're ready to go. Let's head to the new location, shall we? Well, we made it to the new camp, not at the campsite, but we're at the new campground, which is Sherwood Forest. All Robin Hood themed. Well, at least the roads are named after Robin Hood characters. You stay there, Pooper. All right, as Steph goes and gets all the information so we can check in, I'm gonna do a quick walk around, make sure everything is looking good after stopping to eat. Oh, by the way, there is 2 videos being made today, so if some clips get blended in with the other, that's just because I'm not very good at editing. Today is Veterans Day, and there's a lot of restaurants out there that they say that they're not they've never donated money to Project 2025, and they support the veterans, and so they're giving you free meals, and there's a lot more than you actually think. Like Starbucks, we went to Starbucks first. Oh, well, last night I went to Circle K, but I went to Starbucks, got a free coffee there. Then we just ate at Denny's, and you could go eat at IHOP, Hooters, BJ's, Miller's Ale House. There's tons of restaurants. So I want to thank all the restaurants that are supporting the veterans. And yeah, we stopped and enjoyed a little bit of feast, and we're probably going to go get lunch and dinner all for Veterans Day. So it does feel good that people still support us in modern days, which is weird in 2025. But that being said, this Liv trailer, man, I tell you, it is so nice to be able to pull with the car. It is funny the looks you get going down the street. People don't think as they're passing the trailer that there's a little car pulling it. But these things are so light that yeah, it's simple. We are getting emails from Liv in Americus, Georgia, and they want all of us, I think, every Liv owner to get their vehicle winterized. But because we live full-time, we're over a year full-time in this trailer, and we do live in Florida, there's really no reason to winterize, but we are thinking about sometime taking it in this winter just to have them go through it, because there is a couple issues that I would like to see fixed. One is this door. I would really like the inside screws to be able to go inside this material and actually stay, because the screws are just screwed into nothing. They're just dangling in there. I'd like them to fix that. And this is another thing I'm noticing, the pigtail. So the pigtail, let me get on the other side of the car. Now, as a truck driver, I've noticed this with some of our trucks. Sometimes the shop would put these pigtails on that have a plastic sheathing around all the wires. And I always would go to the truck stops and get a rubber one. And coming out of the box here, this is plastic. It's a plastic cable. This is plastic that goes into your car. And what happens to plastic in cold weather, it cracks, obviously, because it's plastic, but also where the plug goes into the car, it just separates. So right now, there is separation. Let's see if we can see it. You can see some type of separation right there. You can't really replace it. You can't replace the pigtail on this thing because it goes into this box. So I don't know if that ever breaks, what do you do? I guess you could just cut it and remount it, but you can't replace the whole thing. So I wouldn't mind getting a rubber one. I don't know if they make them or sell them aftermarket, but I'd like to be able to replace that whole thing and get rid of this plastic one. Other than that, we have had zero issues with this thing for the most part. It's a pretty fantastic little trailer. Fantastic little home. I don't get this. See membership specialist for details. Camp more for less. What do these all say here? Access to 100 campgrounds, RV resorts, one low price. See, we're members. We got lifetime memberships, so we get to go to them all. Doesn't cost anything anymore because I paid $6,000 for mine. She paid $10,000 for hers. We're trying to sell hers because you can't buy them anymore. But it looks like they're still pretending that you could purchase them, but you can't. They advertise like you could purchase 1,000 Trails still. Now, the money that we paid, you get like 4 years instead of lifetime. So you spend $6,000, you get 4 years. And, you know, it's not a bad deal, obviously, because let's say you're renting a place, renting a house or a condo, $6,000 for 4 years is a pretty good deal. But for camping memberships, you pay for the lifetime. It's an excellent deal. And my dad had it back in the 70s, 1,000 Trails. I've had it for 6 years maybe. Steph's had it for about 4 years, and the lifetime ones. And then just this year they got rid of it, and it kind of sucks. But that means that when we go to sell ours, like if I want to sell mine, I could like double or triple the price because I can sell the lifetime memberships. They're just not selling brand new ones. So it's a good deal. And I am thinking about selling mine because we don't need two. We don't use two. We only use one. So I'm thinking about selling mine. But that's down the road a ways. I got the whistle. Let's see what spot we're getting today. It's been a long time since we stayed here. Okay, that is Steph's rental car. Pulling behind that while her car is in the shop. Yep, she's driving a gas car. She is not happy. I do like this campground for the most part, but this time of year it is just way too packed. You got way too many neighbors. I mean, look at this. It's like a mobile home park, not a campground. But, I mean, it is a place to stay. We're only here for 14 days, then we move on to the next one. It's still not bad. It's a nice little place. Looks like she got us a good spot back in the very back against the creek where all the raccoons play. So that's where it looks like where we're heading, which I like that. I definitely do not have to take as much stuff as Steph does in her car. She takes all the plants. See, her car, she takes all the plants and all the outside stuff. Me, I take my skateboard, obviously, and the power cables, at least in the back. You think of a new spot, doggy? What do you think, Pooper? Not bad. We are close to some neighbors, but we got a fairly nice big chunky yard with the creek right behind us. This is where the raccoons all come back from behind. And right now it's probably, oh, look how clean that water is down there. Crystal clear drinking water. I hear squirrels in the distance. I hear squirrels back here. Where are they at? Another video where someone called that ogre. I call it O'Gary, but it's ogre. What? Ogre. These lights are amazing. I mean, not only are they hangable, you can hang them, but that hook you could fold in and it has magnets on it. You could stick them and fold them. Look at this. Oh, come on, magnet. Oh, they're durable. Don't worry about that. Get on there, you. But you could flip them all out. There's 3 lights. They rotate. You can rotate them, supposedly. I don't know how to do it, but you can. These rotate, swivel, and everything else. These things are just great, but that's not all you could do. So come with a really thick, heavy-duty monopod that goes, I think it's probably 6 foot tall, which I'm going to extend out now. So I went ahead and I aimed it outwards here, and then the back one I flipped around. So see, these lights they rotate. So you can rotate them, flip them up, whatever. And that pretty much lights up your whole camp. If you guys want some of these, there'll be a link in the description below. But wow, having these, living in a live trailer full-time, it's, I don't know if it's a necessity, but if you're just relying on the lights up here by the awning, these things here really light stuff up. So think about it. If you have any work to do at night or just want to light up the campsite when you're out and about, they're not bad. There'll be a link, like I said, in the description below. And thanks to Ogre, I think it is, for sending these to me. You guys are amazing. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Steph's getting the table outside fixed up. This may not be too bad of a spot. We do got plenty of room for 2 cars. And what makes hauling a smaller trailer and living in a smaller trailer that much nicer, that the campsites that are kind of tight, you can always get at least 2 cars in, because these trailers are only 17 foot long. You can back them way up and it gives you a lot of room. And it also makes it to where you can have a semi-large front yard. Because living in something like this, you're going to spend more time outside than you would inside. Unless it's a hurricane or something. So this is not bad. Not bad at all. It's kind of nice. Almost private, semi-private. And look at that. She put Christmas stuff up already. Halloween just got over. The last thing that always goes up is the bird feeder. So we got the bird feeder there, kind of barely hanging on the ground. So if the squirrels want to get it, they can. Because most of the time we get more squirrels than birds. The dog is chained up and happy. Set up nice over there, and yeah, we are done for the most part. Like I said, winterizing and stuff like that we really don't do because we are full-time. I know a lot of you guys are getting ready to go on your adventures because it is wintertime where you are, and you're probably planning on coming down here, but we really don't have to worry about freezing so much. It is cold today, but not so much. It's not like Nebraska cold. It's Florida cold, which is a different type of cold. Still cold, but just different. There's really not much you need to do down here. We don't have to insulate the tanks or our water or anything else. And since we don't never ever put it away for the season, only thing we have to do is just regular maintenance. To be fair, isn't really very much. It's a fairly easy home to maintain. It's much simpler maintaining something like this live trailer than if you live in a sticks and bricks, a real home, or even an apartment. There's a lot more to maintain in an apartment or a house than there is in something like this. It's a nice life. Anyway, from our dog to you, we're gonna bid you fair adieu. Live community, nomadic community. See you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in, and until the next move, peace out, everybody.